Hey Seacoast, Honor Rudd, your marketing trainer here, and we are here today to talk about what to post. And the goal is to make your business page a valuable resource and a strategic marketing tool. So let's dive in. So strategic posts consider the algorithm. So don't be afraid of the word algorithm. It sounds like math to me. I find that very spooky, but don't worry, it's really simple. We're going to cover that in just a second. We're going to talk about content categories, the kind of stuff you should be posting. The 80-20 rule, what proportions of stuff should you be posting, and then when to post. So we're going to go into all of that. So the first thing is the algorithm. So sounds like math, sounds like classroom. It's really much simpler than it sounds. It's just a set of rules that tells a program what to do. That's all the algorithm is. So it's the back end of Facebook that decides who sees what. So when you follow a business page, you don't see everything they post. You only see in your newsfeed what Facebook thinks will have value to you. So posts that are considered valuable to your audience are served to more users. So our goal is to create valuable content. Value is going to be based on a number of variables, including is it current, accurate, and of high quality. So, an article that came out a year ago it's been around Facebook quite a bit. So people have already probably seen it. So that post wouldn't be as valuable as an article that came out, yesterday. Of course, we want things to be accurate. Facebook's doing its best, it seems, to try to crack down on misleading and inaccurate information. And also, is it high quality? Does it look good? Is it valuable in that it doesn't look just thrown together? There aren't grammatical errors, things like that. And then are users engaging? Engagement is a huge, important part of social media. So engagement is any interaction with your content. So it's reactions like love. The care emoji was added recently. The haha, the wow, the sad, and the mad. Those are all reactions. That's engagement. Comments are engagement. So are clicks. Any click. So it can be clicking to make your picture bigger, clicking to follow your link, clicking your business page name to learn more about your business. Any of that is a click. And then shares. Shares are the highest level of engagement because a share is a Facebook user saying, your content is so valuable that I want to show it to my friends and family. So a share is really the ultimate. That's really what we want to shoot for as the highest level of engagement. So reach. Reach is simply the number of people who see a post. Reach is the name of the game. I have a certain number of Facebook followers. I want all of them to see my content, hopefully. So I'm going for reach. My goal is reach. And when you have a business page, you can look at any post and see how many people in your following were reached by that post. So our goal is to reach as many people as possible by making the Facebook algorithm see that we have value in our content. So the categories. I could sit here and give you examples of different kinds of posts you should make on Facebook for days, but we figured out that if we can kind of group it into categories, you can be much more strategic with your content. So the first one's real estate. Obviously, you're a real estate expert. You need to show that. Anybody who's coming to look at your page needs to see that you are a capable real estate expert. The next is local. You also need to be a local expert, especially people coming from out of town to buy. People need to know that their realtor is plugged in and a local expert resource. Home. Everything in real estate is about home. It all boils down to home. So posts about home have a lot of value and they really warm up and make your social media more personable. And then there's personal. This is the part that people forget. They forget that in social media you need to be social. A lot of people think that all the personal stuff should go on their profile and then business goes on their business page, but they forget that it's all social media. It all has to be you. And if somebody's looking you up on social media instead of on, the Coldmaker website, they're looking to get to know you. They're looking to stalk you a little bit and see if they want to spend time with you. So let's start with real estate. You can post about market stats, property sold chart, interest rates, buyer-seller tips, anything that shows that you are the trusted industry expert. When you're thinking about what to post for the real estate category, think about, I'm about to go on a listing consultation for a multi-million-dollar home. If that person looks me up on Facebook, I need them to understand that I am the industry expert. I am the person who's going to get that home sold because I know my stuff. That's what this one's all about. Okay, so more about real estate. It can include links to articles about the market, why is it a good time to buy or sell, investor tips, or you can write a blog yourself. That's going to have even more value because you become the resource. So here's just an example of a blog that would be great is Why Get Pre-Approved. This is an awesome topic to go with because you're creating a more educated client base. So not only are you providing the information, you are being a great resource, but you're also ending up educating your clients so that they're going to be easier to work with down the road. So it's got a lot of value to you as well as growing your business. So now let's talk about the local category. So you want to be a valuable resource in your community. You can post about area businesses, why you love where you live, what's new, what's changing, local news, but only positive. We don't want to post anything divisive. We don't want to ever give anybody a reason to think of our brand in a negative light. And also, of course, you represent the company, so you need to make sure that you're not being political, not being divisive. Then events, there's not a ton of events right now because of current circumstances, but there are still events. And the thing is, because we're in such a weird time right now where things have gone virtual and we have drive-by events and drive-through events, and there's not a great resource to find out what's going on and what's different. So you can be that resource and you can post about these cool and interesting things people are doing as we pivot due to COVID. Pro tip. Include your logo and contact information on shareable image content. Now remember that shares are the ultimate engagement. So if I post things that are shareable that people want to share, that's going to really help show that I'm valuable and leverage my brand as a valuable resource. And also, what's really, really valuable is including my contact information on the actual image. So when people share this, even if they don't share all the copy that's associated with it, that whole image has my contact information and my company logo on it. So not only will they be sharing this interesting information about a concert series, they're also sharing an endorsement for my business and a way to reach out to me. So that's going to have a ton of value to your business. More about local. Tag local businesses. When you tag businesses, it increases your reach and your engagement. First of all, when I tag a business, whoever manages their business page is going to get a notification. So they're probably going to come and engage. That engagement, as we discussed, increases reach. Furthermore, it helps to foster strategic local alliances. That's how we grow our sphere. That's how we become the trusted realtor for, local businesses. And it's also how we get more and more referrals. So that's going to have a ton of value to your business. So the home category. Real estate's all about home. At the end of the day, anything can really be about home. Home is where we live. Home is where the heart is, etc., etc., home. So there are lots of different things we can post about home. DIY, home improvement, gardening, cooking, cleaning, renovation, tips, tricks, hacks, exterior design, family, organization. So many, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Only post about things that actually have value to you, that you find interesting. If you don't cook, don't post recipes. It feels insincere. Instead, post about things you actually care about. But interior design is a great example because so many of our agents offer staging help. So the more you post about like interior design tips, hints, that kind of thing, the more you're showing your aesthetic, your expertise in the field, and the more you feel like the professional that they should go to for help with that kind of thing. Furthermore, you can post links to articles like a Better Homes and Gardens article about curb appeal. It's going to have value, but it's even better to post your own stuff like this. So if I post a recipe, see how I just put the recipe right in there where they have to click see more to get the recipe. That is engagement. Remember, any click on your post is engagement. Engagement causes more reach. So when I put so much content up there above the picture that they have to click see more to see it, as long as it's content they're actually going to be interested in, like I want that recipe so I'm going to click see more, that's a great way to drive engagement. Another thing you can do is write a blog. We talked about the blog in the real estate category. It's also great for the home category. There are all kinds of tips we can offer that have to do with home. And your Seacoast website has a blogging feature. So you can actually blog right through your Seacoast website and not even have to worry about a third party like WordPress or something like that. You can do it right on the website. So that's going to have a ton of value. It's going to increase your credibility as an expert in your field when you've got your own content that you create yourself. And then there's personal. This is the one people forget. It's the one they leave out the most, and it's really the most important because of social proof. Social proof is what shows people that I'm real, that I didn't just steal a picture off of Google and pretend to be that person. So instead of just one headshot that's me and that's the only picture you ever see of me, you're going to see my headshot, you're going to see a picture of me with my dog, you're going to see a picture of me at work with some other agents, you're going to see a picture of me on vacation in the mountains, and on all those different pieces of content there are going to be likes and comments from my friends and family to show that I'm real. So that has a lot of value in helping people get to know me better and knowing that I am an agent they're going to like, know, and trust. But also, especially for the gentleman listening, it shows that you're safe and that you're a lot less likely to be a serial killer. If you have these multiple pictures with multiple people, your smiling face, people are interacting, it makes people feel safer with you, and it makes you feel more like a real life person and not just some picture on the internet. So post about yourself, your family, your pets, hobbies, interests. What are you passionate about? What inspires you? Why do you love where you live? Why do you love what you do? Post behind the scenes stuff. Today I and my team are working together to create a new marketing plan. Today I am in this training to learn how to better promote your listings. Today I'm out cleaning signs in the yards of my clients. All that behind the scenes stuff. People love that. Post a song that gets you pumped up or a meme that makes you laugh. It doesn't have to relate to business. It can be anything that helps people get to know you. Most of all, show your smiling face, show that social proof, show that you're someone they're going to like, know, and trust, because that's what makes people pick you to do business with you over and over again. So, posts about you are going to get the most engagement. They attract like-kind people. Like-kind people are, first of all, the ones that are the most fun to do business with because we can relate. If you tell me you like dogs, we're going to have a chat about dogs. I'm going to show you pictures of my dog. I'm going to ask you about your dog. That's just what happens when you talk to someone who has you have something in common with. So like-kind people are going to be more attracted based on our personal posts. The other thing is we get more transactions out of like-kind people. I can do one transaction with somebody I don't have anything in common with, can't relate to, kind of feel cold with. We might get through a transaction, but there aren't going to be all those warm and fuzzy feelings that are going to lead to subsequent transactions and us staying in touch and them referring people to me. Like-kind people are the ones that are going to result in the most business. So another pro tip, share a post from your business page to your personal profile. The trick is always originate the post on your business page and share it to your personal profile, because engagement that happens on your profile after you shared it from your business page counts towards your business page. So if engagement drives reach and I post this silly picture of me with the flounder and then I share it to my business or to my profile, when my mom and my husband and my friends see this fun picture and engage with it, they're technically engaging with my business page. So that's going to count towards Facebook's algorithm saying, this post has value, we're going to show more people. So with engagement driving reach, obviously anything that I post on my business page that I think my friends and family would like on my profile, I'm going to share it and hope that it gets further engagement through that share. The other thing with the personal profile is that when I share my business page to my personal profile, it reminds my friends and family that I'm a realtor. And it helps them remember that without me having to be salesy and asking for referrals and asking for their business. It helps me stay top of mind, not just as the person they know, but as the realtor they know. And that's the thing that makes the difference, y'all, between somebody putting your sign in their yard and you driving through your neighborhood and seeing somebody else's sign in your neighbor's yard because they forgot you were a realtor. That's one of the things we can really do to fight that, is to constantly share fun and interesting things from our business page to our personal profile. So next, the 80-20 rule. This is how we establish what content to post and how much. So 80% of our content needs to be non-promotional. This is a hard and fast social media rule. So many agents break it. It's why they see drops in reach. It's why they don't see their page growing. It's what's holding a lot of people back. 80% of our content needs to be content of value. So that's the real estate, the local, the home, the personal, all the things that are not a sell. And we don't want to mess up and turn these valuable posts into sells. We don't want to make a post about home and talk about all these DIY tips and tricks and then say, and call me today, because that changes a valuable post into a promotional post. And that's what we want to avoid. We can do 20% promotional content. 20%, that's it. Every fifth post can be promotional. All the other posts, that other 80%, needs to be valuable content that does not include a call to action or a sell. So first we got to make a plan. We're going to sit down in front of our calendar and we're going to go through the categories. We're going to say on the first day I'm going to post about real estate, next day I'm going to do local, after that home, after that personal, and then I'm going to do a promotional post. So maybe I'm going to talk about an open house I have coming up, I'm going to talk about a listing, I'm going to talk about referrals. 1 out of every 5 posts. So then you can see how that fills out the rest of your month. So the cool thing is I only have to come up with 7 real estate posts in an entire month. So it makes finding content much easier if you use the strategic method, because I only need a few local posts. I only need a few real estate posts instead of many, many, many of everything and constantly scrapping to figure out what to post next. And then just schedule your content. So if you were with us for the first video, and if you weren't, it's available to you. You can always email me, honorrudd@seacoastrealty.com. We discussed scheduling posts in the last video, and if you need help with that, please feel free to email me, and I can make you a video about it. But once you've made that plan, then you want to schedule your content. So let's talk real quick about the timing for scheduling your content. People are on social media all day long. If you look at the usage charts, they skyrocket when people wake up, and they drop off when people go to bed, and they stay the same all day long. There used to be specific times. As soon as the smartphone, the magic rectangle I like to call it, came into our lives, people are on social media all day long. They stay plugged in, so you can post anytime, but you need to make the times feel organic. You don't want to schedule your post for noon every day, because then it takes all the personal part out of it. It no longer feels like it's you. It feels like a robot is doing the posting. So we've got to make sure those times are random. So one day post at 3:02 and the next day post at 7:16. So just make those times as random as you can so it feels organic. However, holidays and national days of, so like National Love Your Dog Day, National Scotch Whiskey Day, Flag Day, Christmas, Halloween, all those days we want to post at the very, very, very first thing in the morning, like 5 a.m. Because when we do that first thing in the morning, it has all day for people to see it and for it to have value. If it's Christmas Day and I don't post till 7 p.m., I only have a few hours for that post to actually be value and germane to the day. Whereas if I post it first thing in the morning, it's going to be valid all day long. That's going to have a lot more value if I post it very, very, very first thing. So that's what you want to keep in mind when you schedule your content. And if you have any questions at all, please email me, Honor, Honor, Rudd, RUDD, @seacoastrealty.com. I'd be glad to help you with any of these things and more. And if there's any other training you're interested in, please let me know. I'd be glad to create more videos, train you one-on-one, train your office, do a Zoom meeting, whatever I can do to help. Let me know, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.